Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to talk about how we can use the grep command on Kali Linux to grep the contents from a file. So let's open the terminal and let's zoom it a little bit, and let's try to use the grep command, which is going to be very popular and which is going to be very useful in your future cybersecurity practicals. So without any delay, let's begin with the practicals of grep command. So the grep command, like I explained in the last video, that it's used to grep to find the contents inside a file. Let's say there is a file with huge bunch of content and you want to find some specific words inside that file. Then you can use the grep command to find it. So in the last video, we used a file called as wordlist.txt, and you can see there are a lot of words present in this file. And let's say I want to find some words from this file, and I want to see whether these words are present inside the file or not. So I'll use the grep command directly. In the last video, we used the grep command with the pipe operator, but yes, you can use the grep command without pipe operator also by just directly providing the command, then providing the word which you want to grep. Let's say I want to grep a word that is full, and then the name of the file from which you want to grep this word. So I want to grep this full word from wordlist.txt. So these are the few arguments that this command takes. So first you need to provide the word that you want to find, and second you have to provide the file name from where you want to find the word. If you hit enter, so wherever the full word is mentioned inside this file, you will find it, even if the file contains the full in between of any line, in between of any word or anything. So yes, you will find the full marked in red in the output of the command. Now, let's say I want to find the full, because the full that it is trying to get, it's trying to get in lowercase. So grep is a case sensitive terminal. So if you want to ignore the case, means I want to find full mention in uppercase as well in its lowercase. I want to ignore the case. So I will mention -i. So as of now, you do not have anything mentioned in here, but if it is mentioned here, then you will be definitely getting it in this file. So what we can do is we can add a full word inside this word list using the nano editor or using the echo command. So basically echo command helps you to print any specific word on your screen. Let's say if I want to print full, so it will print full in my screen, and I want this output to be added or to be appended into the file called as wordlist.txt. Then I can use this double greater than operator and hit enter. So you will find that this full word must be added in this wordlist.txt in the end of it, which you can confirm by reading this wordlist.txt, and you will find a full mention here. I'll also make another change here. I will mention another full with capital double L. F, capital, small u, capital double L. I'll also add this word also in the end of the word list, which we can confirm. And now it has been added. So to show you the practical of it, let me now use the -i command to ignore the case. If I now hit enter, you will find all the combinations of full mentioned inside this file. But if I ignore or if I remove this I, you will only find those combinations where exactly the same case is mentioned. The same case means if it is in lowercase, it will find it in lowercase. If I mention it with capital F, then you will only find that word which is written with capital FULL. So that is the concept of -i. It will try to ignore the case. And if you do not use -i, then make sure you provide the alphabet in exact case. Otherwise, it will not try to find the content inside the file. Next thing is, let's say I want to count the number of lines which contains this particular word. And also I want to ignore the case, so I can add two options in the same time. IC means I for ignoring the case and C for counting number of lines where we have this word mentioned. So if I hit enter, it is telling me that there are 4 lines in which you have full word mentioned. So that is correct, because when we try to run this command, it's giving you the output in 4 lines. It means that this output is correct. The next thing is, let's say I want to get those files. Let's say I want to try to get this F, and I want to get those files above, like I want to get 3 files above this word. So what it will do, it will try to find the word full, and it will try to keep this word above and try to find the lines which are below it, and 3 lines below it. So I'm getting the 3 lines below it. So A means above. It will keep this content full above, and then we'll try to identify or try to find 3 lines which are written below it. If you mention it 5, so it will try to grab 5 lines which are written below it. Okay, as you can see, and because there were 2 words, so it is separating those words using these double hyphen symbols. Same thing, let's say if you want to keep this word below, if you want to keep full word below, and you want to find 5 lines above this word, so you can run this command like this. So it will keep this word below, and then we'll try to grab 5 lines which are above it. The other one is C, which means it will keep this word in the center, and then we'll try to grab 5 lines from the above and below. If you now hit enter, you can see that it just got this word in the middle, and it got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 below lines, 5 above lines. Same thing for the other word. So that is the option that you can use with -C. So A means it will keep the word above, B means it will keep your word below, and C means it will keep your word in the center. Now, apart from this, there is another very important thing that you need to know, which is some characters. So I'll just try to write this command first. I will mention a character which is this. It's called as head symbol, or you can call it as cap. Either you can call this symbol as head and cap, and it is on your above the 6th character on your keyboard. You will find it. So what is the meaning of this word? Let's say you want to find a word, whatever word you want to find, but I want to find this word in the beginning of a file, means in the beginning of a line. Let's say there are multiple lines inside this file, and I want to find that line which is starting with FULL in lowercase. If I hit enter, now you will only find that line which is starting with this word called as full. Another thing is, let's say I want to find a line which is ending with full. So I will mention it like this. I will mention it with dollar. Dollar means the end of line. If I hit enter, you can see that there is a line where the full is ending. It's ending with full. As you can see, this is the one. You can also try it with other words, like let's say I want to find those lines which are ending with ES. So you can see there are a lot of lines which are ending with ES. Let's say you want to find those lines which are starting with, let's say Del. So if there are some, no, there are no. So let's try to find some lines which are, let's say, starting with FAV. So these are the lines which are starting with FAV. Okay. So this means start of line, and the dollar sign means end of the line. So you need to know these symbols. And now one of the very important thing, I just want to find a word. When I try to find this one like this, so I found this line. But let's say I want to find this full, so I got 2 lines. I just want to find the word which is having the single word as full. So for that, what you can do is you can come here, put a cap symbol here in the beginning, and put the dollar symbol here in the end. So it means that it is trying to find that line which is starting and ending with full, means the line should only contain this word called as full. So this is how you try to grab it. Now there is another use case that I can show you. Let's say if I type ls-l command, which I showed you in the last video where we were talking about the file permission. If I hit enter, you can see that there are a lot of files and folders present. But what if you just want to find the files and only files? So what you can do, you can come here, use a pipe symbol that I showed you in the last video. You can use a grep, And inside this double quotes, you can start the line with this hyphen, and that's it. So now you will only find those lines which are starting with hyphen, which means you will only find the file name. If you want those lines which are starting with D, you can use D here, and you will only find the name of the directories here. So that is also how you can use the pipe symbol, the grep command, and the greater than symbol to know the output. Also, let's say I want to just find those files which are ending with .exe. So I will mention something like this. So it will find those files which are ending with exe extension, not the other ones. Okay. So this is how we try and use the grep command, these operators like pipe, and these symbols like head and dollar. So I hope that this grep command is clear to you.
If you want to join the live practical focus training on Kali Linux, then you can contact us on the number shown on the screen.